and welcome to Luminate Home, and welcome back to me, Chris. I'm here with my dance series, Cutting a Rug. This is my third installment. The first one I did was the 1920s era. The second one I did a few weeks ago was the country and western, a bit of country and western style. And this week we are going back to the 1960s. Oh yes, the era of flower power. In fact, you will see that I have got flowers on my feet today. Yep. Yeah, I've got my daffodils on my feet just to celebrate flower power. You will also see since the last time that I have, decorated a little bit. I've got a gold slash curtain in there just to make it a little bit more glam. Yes, so 1960s is our theme of the week. But as I say, every single week, this is just about having fun. You don't need to have had any experience at all. Interpret the moves in your own way, at your own pace. If in doubt, just shake it all about. There are two main differences this week compared to other weeks. The first one is I'm not going to really be working towards a routine like I have done in the past. I'm going to be doing a series of exercises or mini routines, if you like. But you don't need to remember it. You just need to follow me as I go along. The second main difference is that I'm also going to be doing all these exercises from a seated position this week. Yes. So this is mainly our seated members, but of course you can do them standing up as well. So just see how you go with that. Before you start, just make sure you've got a good safe space. You've got some water standing by. And with the chair, if you're using a chair, I will always recommend a chair which doesn't have arm rests. So a good solid chair that doesn't have armrests, just because the arms sometimes get in the way of the elbows. But obviously, just work with what you've got. And, if you've got armrests, just be careful as you do it. This is a video, it's pre-recorded, so you can stop and pause at any time. You can also rewind. So if I'm going too fast for you, just take a break. I will probably say at some point in the video as well, stretch, get up if you can, walk about, or just stretch your legs out, or take a breather, take some water. Just bear all those things in mind. It won't take very long. This will only be probably about 20 minutes or so, but we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, let's go back to the 1960s and let's do our warm-up. Okay, we're going to start with the warm-up for the legs, for the arms, and also the brain. So the first thing I want to make sure that you do is just make sure that you're sitting safely on your chair, and to the best of your ability, sit upright with your shoulders back and your head up. And don't forget to smile. With our hands, we're just going to rest them on the knees. And before we even do any exercises, I just want you to think about your breathing. Some nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just take your time doing that. And throughout the warm-up as well. We're going to time travel back to the 1960s. Before we do that, we're just going to warm up the legs. So keeping your toes on the floor, we're just going to raise on the toes. Okay. Just take your time with this. This is all, again, just about warming up gently, easing the joints and the muscles into the exercises. Up and down. And again, up and down. A little bit faster, perhaps. Up and down. Up and down. Up. Good. Okay. This time, keep your heels on the floor and raise your toes. Now, this is slightly easier if you have long legs like me. So just do what you can manage. The heels are on the floor, we're just raising the toes. And you'll feel that in at the ankle, you'll also feel it in muscles in the lower leg as well. And again, just try and keep your posture upright as much as possible. If you feel particularly adventurous, rock from toes to heels for a few, and then alternate the feet. So you've got one heel down, one toe down, and swap. Haha, that makes you think. Good, just keep going with that for a little bit. Good, okay, just shake your legs out. Let's move to the arms. So, hands up. If you did my exercise in the 20s workshop, it's a similar exercise where I got people to pinch the fingers like this. So, Just have a go at pinching the fingers. You're going from the index finger to the pinky with the opposable thumb. Just shaking out the cobwebs in the hands and the fingers. Now let's do a counting exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll them in. Again, I did this in the 20s workshop as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Roll them all in. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And roll again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And roll opening and closing. Like that. Yeah. Very good. Okay. And just bring the arms down. Raise the elbows up and down. Be careful with this one, especially if you have arm rests. Just watch you don't bang your elbows, especially that nasty little funny bone. It's not funny at all. Very good. And just shake yourself out. Well done! Let's move on to the first of our 60s inspired exercises. All right, exercise 1 of our 1960s inspired workshop. It is none other than the twist, only the most quintessential dance craze of the 1960s probably, which in its full form looked a little bit like this, with lots of hip twisting, knee twisting, feet twisting, some levels perhaps. Feel free, of course, to stand and do the twist like that. I will, of course, be doing this all seated. So this is mainly focusing in on the legs. I may throw in some hands just to keep you on your toes as well, literally. And also just be aware again of your feet in relation to the chair. So with this one, you just want to make sure the heels aren't going to catch the front legs of the chair in some of these exercises. So you may just have to inch forward a teeny tiny little bit. Obviously do that safely, don't fall off your chair. And again, shoulders back, head up, and sitting upright as much as you can. Okay, let's twist. Okay, so we'll start with one leg, and we're just gonna keep the toe on the floor and twist the heel out and in. Yeah. Okay. Try the other side if you can. Maybe add a bit of groove with the shoulders. Some go, go, go. And then oppose this time. So both feet, but the heels opposing each other, going out and in. Lovely. Okay, this time, heels going the same direction. You may have to bring the feet forward again for this. This is deceptively tricky, this move. Okay, let's go back to one leg. That's it, get the hands in. You maybe even want to drop the wrists. Yeah, maybe a bit of shoulder action again. Other side. Maybe a little forward and back action. Yeah, right, let's get some rock and roll rhythm claps like this. So it's a double clap, single clap. Maybe a bit of head wobble as well. Right, let's go back to our twist exercise again. One leg. Yeah, keep going. Other side. And both. Yeah, that's the tricky one. Drop the wrist. Shoulders back. Yeah, very good. Okay, so now that we have looked at the twisting style, we're going to jump into the ocean and look at some of the surf styles inspired by the 1960s, of which there were many dance crazes, all inspired by being on or in the water. So lovely motifs here, and this is focusing mainly on the upper body here. But you will see that I've got this general groove going through my body. It's called the go-go rhythm. So it can just be anything from a little shoulder shake or forward and back to side, but also you'll see that my head will be kind of wobbling. Feel free not to do any of that. I tend to kind of get myself quite involved in it, but you don't have to do it. The main focus here is on what the arms are doing. Also, just be sensitive again to your chair. If you have an armrest attached to your chair on either side, just be careful what you're doing with your elbows and some of the lateral movements here. So you're just not going to bang your elbows off the armrests. Okay, let's jump onto a surfboard, see how we get on with this. Okay, so just imagine you're standing on the beach, you're looking out to the waves, you're in that Californian sun, and you're going to give it the peace sign. Oh yeah, the 60s. So make sure that the fingers are facing forward, not the other way around. That means something completely different. Right, and all we're going to do for the first exercise is just bring these fingers across your eyes, like that, okay? Just alternating which hand that you're doing it with. And you'll see that I'm really keeping the elbow out of the way, right? So I'm leading with the elbow. And I really want you to try and focus on that as well. This will really give your deltoids, these are the muscles up here, a good little workout. They may get quite tired, and of course if they do, just take a break. And watch those elbows as you come down on any armrests. And if you can, get that little go ahead. Okay, so you're standing on the beach. Now we're just going to take a few little tentative steps into the water. And maybe a little bit of a breaststroke. Now with this exercise, just focus on keeping the arms parallel with the floor. Okay, so we're not dropping like this. We're keeping the elbows up. Again, working into the shoulders. And it will tire. And now we're getting a little bit deeper into the water. You might want to get a bit of the crawl on. Notice how I'm flattening the palm forward towards the end of the movement. Oh yeah. Very nice. If you feel particularly adventurous, you might want to go back the way. But that is quite a tricky one if you're sitting down actually, and depending on what your chair is like. So feel free to miss this one out. Or you could just turn it into like a hair slick instead. Slightly easier to do. Very good. Let's go back into our breaststroke. And imagine you're going underwater and you're going up to the surface this time. Yeah. Again, that's really engaging the shoulders. And if you find that you're really rubbish at any of that swimming exercise, just go into the good old doggy paddle. Now, this one is best to seen from the side. Okay. You'll see that I'm leading with the wrists and I've got my arms, my hands as fists. Okay. So, opposing arms, one up, one down, leading with the wrists. If you've ever seen the film Sweet Charity, by choreography from Bob Fosse, there's a whole section in it called The Rich Man's Frug, which it celebrated this whole 1960s surf style. Wonderful choreography, wonderful film. I recommend you see it if you haven't already. Okay, very good. Maybe we should get on our surfboard. One foot in front of the other and just give it a little shake. Oh yeah, very cool. Woohoo! And on the other side. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I've never been on a surfboard. I don't imagine I'd be very good at it, especially if I did it like this. Okay, let's put a little combination of all that together. So, with one hand across the eyes, yeah, alternating, and then into our breaststroke. Yes, keep that head up, and take it into a front crawl. Yeah. And maybe into a back crawl hair slick. And breaststroke going up. Yeah! Doggy paddle. And not forgetting our good old faithful surfboard. Forward and back. Try the other side. Forward and back. And if you really have given up on the surfboard and you just want to jump in the water and have a good time, hold your nose and dive. And bring yourself up. Maybe we'll do that one more time because it's really fun. Hold your nose down, be careful as you go, and bring yourself up and go and dry off. Yeah, well done, everybody. So far we've had a look at the twist and we've looked at some of the surf styles. And if you're starting to get a bit achy from sitting down, especially if you're maintaining posture, having to keep your shoulders back and your back straight, it can get quite sore. So feel free just to shake your body out, do some rolls, stand up if you can, shake your legs out, have a walk, grab some water as well, rehydrate, very important to do that too. And if you're good to go, we're going to now move back to the legs again. And in particular, we're going to look at the pony step. Okay, so the pony step in its full form would look a little bit like this, which involved bringing the knees up and shifting your weight from side to side. We're going to adapt that to being on your chair. If you've ever done Scottish country dancing, you will have seen a variation of that step, the pas de bas, which is this, a little bit like this. It's exactly the same move, but you're just changing the position of your feet, okay? So I'm going to warm into this by just starting with a few little exercises of walking, and then we're going to gradually build into the pony step, and then maybe throw some hands in as well, see how we go. Okay, right, let's do the pony. Okay, shoulders back, head up, and get your little groove on before we do anything else. Okay, we're going to start by just walking on the spot. Yeah. Okay. And then every 4 counts, I'm going to get you to kick the leg forward like this. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. So you're just alternating each leg, kicking forward each time. And if you're finding that you are losing your balance a little bit, or it just feels a little bit uncomfortable, grab hold of the chair. Now this time, every 2 counts. So it goes 1, kick. Yeah. Don't be afraid to shake your whole body if you can. Okay, let's go back to walking on the spot. Very nice. Okay, so now we're going to move into the pony step properly. We're going to do it slowly. All it involves is going step together, step, step together, step, step together, step, step together, step. Now, if you can't get your legs to move from side to side so much, just do it on the spot. Just go step together, step. Step together, step. You're just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If, however, you want to go back to the side step, you might also want to add some speed, like this. That is actually quite hard to do, sitting down. I'd be very impressed if you can do that. Back to marching. All right, let's go back to our kicking. Let's add some peace signs as well. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. Shake it out. Woo! I actually definitely do need to shake myself out after that one. Yeah! Okay. We've got time for one more exercise. I think we do. This one is going to be totally ridiculous. Okay, I got up, I had a little stretch, had a little walk around, and I feel much better for it. It is quite hard sitting down. A lot of people think it's easier just because you're sitting down, the dancing would be easier, but no, you have to engage your brain as much, but also because of the postural stuff, you're keeping that posture is quite hard. It can ache after a while. And also you're using a lot of core strength too, particularly in that last exercise with the legs, which is why I sometimes say just hold on to the legs, hold on to the chair, so that you're not having to really engage your core and abdominal muscles as much. And if you are aching, of course, just take some time out and come back to the exercises at another point. You may also find with that last exercise a little bit of tenderness in the top part of your legs as well, particularly with that kicking forward as well. Right, but if you're ready to carry on, our next and final series of exercises and motifs this time embraces the animal kingdom particularly. Yes, you heard that correctly, animals. And in particular, animals like birds, chicken, and the monkey, and even the alligator. I'm going to throw in a few extra random ones as well, just to see how you do. So, yes, this is really just about throwing those inhibitions away. And when you start to feel ridiculous, you are most definitely doing it right. Okay, so let's get some animal behavior on. And we'll start with a little rock and roll rhythm clap again. Double followed by a single. I've got that go-go rhythm going through my whole body. Okay, what animal shall we do first? Chicken. Use your elbows, but watch again where you're putting your elbows. Watch banging funny bones. This is obviously the chicken. Just go with one side, other side. Just alternate. And again, you're engaging the shoulders with this exercise as well. Both. Now I know I didn't say I would do the legs, but if you want to try it, keeping the knees together and the heels are clicking. Okay, well done. So there's your chicken. Monkey. So you swing your arms quite wide, quite far, extending at the elbow. Just be careful how you place the arms. Don't fling your arms out wildly. You don't want to get tennis elbow. And again, you can get your go-go rhythm going on. Similar to the monkey is the jerk. So this one, you're bringing the arms sort of out, in, and raising like this. Having the time of your life. But we can't forget the alligator. Yep, you're really doing it. Getting your alligator. Okay, get your thumbs up, and we're going to go hitchhiking. So this is a bit like the one we did with the surf style and the peace sign, but this time we're using your thumb and bringing it across your body. It's like you're hitchhiking. I don't recommend that you do this to try and hitchhike right now. But you can throw the thumb behind you as well. Yes, keeping that go-go rhythm going on. Right, let's put the whole thing together. Let's start with the chicken, with the legs if you can. Yeah, maybe moving about with it. And are you ready to get your monkey on? Let's get the monkey! Turn back the way. Yeah! Maybe a bit of the jerk as well. Yeah! Let's not forget the alligator. And hitchhike it to a finish. And bring it down. Well done, everybody. Thank you for embracing your animal instinct. Yeah! Okay, I've decided I'm going to give you a bonus track, a medley of all the dances you've done today in the 60s style. And I'm going to do this from a standing position for those of you who do want to stand and do it. If you're sitting down still, absolutely fine. Just do the exercises as I've already showed you how to do them. And it's not about remembering a routine. It's just about following me as we go along. And I'm going to be making it up as I go along. So who knows what will happen. So what do you say? Shall we do this? Yeah! Everybody loves a medley. Right, let's get the music on and just follow me. We're going to start with a twist. One leg. Oh, I've got a bit of a spotlight here. Very good. And then we're going to move to the other leg. How are we doing with the double leg? Here we go. You can maybe even get a bit of a level up and down, maybe even around in a circle. Maybe back to one leg again. Other leg. Right, let's get on our surfboard. Here we go. And shake it, and shake it. and shake it. Good, keep your head up as you do it. Swap other leg, and back, and shake, and back. Okay, let's go for a little swim. Here we go. Breaststroke, front crawl, back crawl, and swimming up the top. Yeah, doggy paddle. And let's not forget the peace sign. Pony step. You can even get that with the hands. Really go with it. Okay, let's get our animals going. Chicken. Moving around as you're doing it. Woohoo! Monkey. Yep. And maybe the jock as well. And the alligator. Hitchhiker. And shake it off. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you got some good 60s moves out of that. Wonderful to see you all. We'll see you next time. Who knows what we'll do next time? Maybe we'll take requests. Until then, enjoy, stay safe, stay happy, stay physical. See you next time. Thank you.